Rider bye week, Arash, and
Hold on. As somebody who attended Graham Bell's wedding, that is the first time I have ever heard him in the same conversation as Jason Claremont. I'm just saying. Okay, like Claremont's like Canadian football royalty, and Graham, at the end of Graham's wedding, I remember thanking the bartenders. There was two of them. God bless them. And they said, if we knew what tonight was going to be like, we probably would have had 8 bartenders on staff. So
where was the wedding?
It was in Edmonton. So Graham and his wife Ange have set up shop in Edmonton. They have 2 kids. Graham has another child from a previous relationship. Graham's doing well in the real estate business.
I was going to say he's probably not bouncing at a bar anymore. He's probably okay.
No. And Harry, I remember that like vividly because he was playing for the Bombers and he was trying to break up a fight when he got not sucker punch, but somebody just whacked him with a baseball bat. It was horrible.
Yeah.
But we now bug him all these years later that now he has an excuse for why he's brain dead. Previous to that, there was no excuse. So,
okay, let's start with the CFL then, Arash, and let's start with Saturday here at Mosaic Stadium. It was a rainy day. The rain kind of held off for the football game. Now, I don't want you to be. I said this yesterday in the show. We don't want guys to go, well, I told you so. Because no one really saw that coming. Although Luke Mullender says he woke up Saturday mornings, had some sort of epiphany and thought about it.
I'm trying to be objective, but I'm still pissed because I had a 4-leg and a 5-leg parlay that got crushed by the Riders as the last leg of the parlay. Like when you're nailing college football picks and the Riders let you down, money line, not even the spread, money line minus 360. But look, I blame myself because no Tavon Campbell, no Marcus Sales, no chance. And this is what we have learned, guys, is that this is a good Rider team, but that when depth gets tested, they're going to get torched on the outside of the numbers. Barney, I told you a couple of weeks ago already, Tavon Campbell's the best defensive player in the Canadian Football League in 2025. You don't have him, the drop-off is what we saw, and that was absolutely getting crushed. So they need the bye week could not come at a better time. They need Campbell back. They need Sales back. We'll see how that all plays out.
Yeah. I just start. What's with the Riders starting slow too, Arash? That's the thing that I can't put my finger. Do you remember a team that was a successful because they're still 10-3, still a good football team. They got the best odds to win. Team. Got the best odds to win a Grey Cup. Have you ever remembered a team that starts so slow?
Yeah, it's a weird one. Like these are the things that sometimes just happen, then they get going. I mean, look, Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City have trailed in every single Super Bowl they've lost at halftime, right? Like they're behind at the half. These are the things that sometimes happen. It's a game of adjustments. It's a game of getting things going. I don't think starts are the air quotes issue with the Riders. You look at the games they've lost this season, none have been close. So these things happen. I think they're going to be fine against Calgary moving forward as long as everybody's back. And I don't think they were ready for McLeod Bethel-Thompson. I don't think they were ready for Tyson Philpott. And I don't think they realize just how much of a talent gap there is in the defensive backfield when their starters are down. So, look, I'm not saying this because I'm on Regina Radio. There is no better time for a bye week and a regroup than now. They need this. And this now it's for keeps. Like we're 2 months away from Grey Cup. So this is where you absolutely have to get your bleep together, because now everything matters and everything elevates significantly moving forward.
Philpott, like that's a big number. What was it again? 238 or something like that. That's like that's old school, right? I'm trying to think of the last time maybe it's because I don't watch that close. McLeod Bethel 370, but Philpott, what a day for him.
Yeah, and okay, so first McLeod, not only 370 but 20 of 26, so he's efficient. And I've been thinking about this with Philpott. Like, this is the best way to put this into context in what you saw. That is the second biggest receiver performance in Montreal Alouettes franchise history. Like, number 2 all time. And the best was set in 1956 by Hal Patterson, who, like, if you know CFL history, is like, Hal Patterson in Montreal is what Ron Lancaster is in Saskatchewan, without exaggeration. Like, Tyson Philpott, if he was 3 inches taller and 3 years younger, would be not just in the NFL, he'd be on his second contract in the NFL. His comp would be Josh Palmer, drafted by the Chargers, now with the Bills. Philpott has made big time plays in the past. Colson, I don't know if we have it. Remember the Grey Cup in 2023? Game on the line, inside the 20-yard line, inside 20 seconds. Cody Fajardo was going to only one guy on that play. And it was Philpott who ran the route perfectly. Just turned Brandon Alexander inside out. And look, this is a guy who continues to do it. He's one of the great Canadian players in the league. And you saw it the other night.
Looking around the rest of the league, Arash, what did the cameras not show us about what happened with Toronto and Edmonton the other night that we didn't see? Like, there's got to be more to it than that.
Well, you saw the walk-off field goal, Harry. You saw Ryan Dinwiddie kind of like, do the kicking motion, kicking him off our field.
It's great. Yeah.
Apparently things got very personal on the sidelines. Like, remember, both teams at BMO Field are side by side. It's not like they're across the field from one another. And there was a lot of talking going on between the Edmonton bench, the Toronto bench. I'm told Jordan Williams, who played for the Argos before, the Argos had enough of him, had some things to say in Dinwiddie's direction that involved his personal life, etc. Offside. Like, there's limits. There's within the confines of the game. And Demetrius Maxey, who was the defensive line coach in Toronto last year, now in Edmonton, he was chirping the whole time too. So look, it just builds up. It builds up. And then when you win in walk-off fashion, those are the things that can happen.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was a good watch.
It was great.
Let's put the benches beside each other everywhere. Get more of that. Okay, let's move to the NFL here. I don't want people saying I saw it coming. Daniel Jones is the best quarterback in the NFL. 2-0. Whoa, geez, what's going on there?
So here's a question for you, Barney. Do you know what the Indianapolis Colts haven't done this season?
Punted.
Through 8 quarters, through 2 games, they have not punted the football. The first 7 possessions of their season, they scored on each of those first 7 possessions. The first 3 possessions of game 2, they scored on each of those possessions. Like, the Indianapolis Colts have become a team you kind of got to watch. Like, they're going into Nashville this week against the Titans division opponent. They might be for real. Like, there's 4 teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that are 2-0, and Indianapolis is one of them. Like, okay, San Francisco, we expect them to be good. Arizona, maybe. But Daniel Jones and the Colts losing 2 interior offensive linemen along the way, yeah, it's wild.
I saw a clip this morning, and it was Colts punting highlights so far this year, and it's just him holding the ball. Just him holding the ball for all the kicks. That's great social media right there.
So here's the thing, Colson. Like, I don't think any of us, not Harry, not you, not Barney, not I, could ever play professional football. But I think one thing we've learned through the first 2 weeks of the NFL season, we're all capable of being the punter of the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah.
We could have cashed that check, and nobody would have known otherwise. So that would have been okay.
Yeah, get some free gear. I'm in on that.
And 2 checks, and 2 game checks.
Yeah,
game checks.
I don't even need to get paid. It's just like I just want to warm up.
Okay.
Put some headphones on, look all cool. And KC in trouble here?
I don't know. I think they'll be fine. They're going to get Rashee Rice back. They're going to get Xavier Worthy back. They're still Kansas City. It's only 2 weeks in. There's lots of football to go. I know we want to jump to conclusions. I know we like hysteria. Like Travis Kelce bobbling the ball at the goal line and it going 50 yards the other way for a 14-point swing. When do we see that happen? So I'm not on the hysteric train with KC yet.
We talked about kind of upstart quarterbacks. How about one that just can't catch a break? Joe Burrow. 3 months? That's a long time to be out.
Which is the season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, 3 months. October, November, December. Okay, so mid-December, maybe. Look, Joe Burrow is 3.5 years ago, takes his team to the Super Bowl. They probably should have won the Super Bowl. Wins a national championship in college. It's all of it, right? And then they pay T. Higgins, they pay Jamar Chase. They build it around him because you have to. And this is not a slight on Joe Burrow, even though it's going to come out on it. But I still, I'm watching Joe Burrow hobble off the field because the Bengals are too cheap, apparently, to pay for a cart. And I remember what an old GM once said to me. And he said, you know, the difference between a crappy player and an injured player? I said, no, what is it? He said, nothing. Because neither are of any use to me. And Joe Burrow just can't stay healthy. Joe Burrow just can't stay on the field. And yet again, it's Jake Browning who's going to take number 1 reps this week in practice and is going to start for Cincinnati.
Interesting. Okay, catch up again.
Deep sigh. That's a good deep sigh, by the way.
Catch up again. Hey, I didn't have a good week on the lines as well, my friend. Got to regroup on things here. I won't talk to you on Thursday, but the guys will. And then you and I will reconvene next week.
Okay, boys. Have a good one.
See you later. Coast to coast.